Want to start with who your number one guy was, and to quote you, I asked if you were drinking the Kool-Aid on DK Metcalf, and your response was, "Not only am I drinking it, I'm dumping the cooler on my face," which I absolutely love that line. But clearly the NFL was less thirsty than you were, because this guy falls all the way to the end of round two. It lands in Seattle, which to me was probably the ideal fit, in my opinion, all the way at 64. But what do you think? Why did he fall so far, and is he going to prove these teams wrong? And how do you think the fit is with Seattle?
So I know why he fell so far, and it was because of the neck injury. He had a pretty bad neck injury last year that out for most of the ending half of the year, and teams were worried about it. Because, I mean, come on, DK Metcalf hurt his neck, and right when he hurt it, people were talking about his career might be over, all this kind of stuff. Now, I'm glad that it's not. Certainly, I think everybody is. But anytime you have that kind of a scare, teams retook a look at his neck, and they're like, yeah, he can play, but, who knows in the future, all this kind of stuff. So that's why he fell. Yeah. But on the field, I mean, this guy's a monster. And in terms of the fit, you saying there couldn't have landed in a better spot. I mean, I agree with you, especially if Doug Baldwin's future is as bleak as kind of it was reported during draft weekend. Then this guy becomes a stud, right? I mean, he becomes wide receiver one in Seattle. And can you just imagine DK Metcalf running 30, 40 yards down the field, Russell Wilson scrambling to his right and trying to find somebody chucking it up there to a giant 6'3", 230-pound monster in Metcalf. I mean, who's stopping that? Nobody. Just get in his area and the dude's coming down with it. So it's just the possibilities of Metcalf and Wilson in the same offense are sky's the limit there. It might take a little refinement. You might get those splash plays. So I'm not sure if people like regularity in fantasy football, right? They like the calculated stuff, being able to be like, okay, I'm getting 11 points from this guy every week. I don't know if Metcalf's ever going to be that guy, but holy cow, he could be a guy who drops off for 30 every now and then. So if you're looking for a boom or bust receiver that you would take preference over, I think DK Metcalf's got to be a guy, especially in that Seattle offense.
I love that. That's the style of player I love to roll into, like my flex too, where maybe he disappears, but it's your flex, so you don't really care. But when he blows up, it just swings you that week. Yep. And I love it too. Russell Wilson, every year gets rated as like the number one or number two deep passer, and there's nothing this guy does better, DK, than just streaking down the field, going up and getting it. Yep. I mean, we saw Tyler Lockett had 9, 10 touchdowns, and this is like a 5'9", like quick guy. He's got some great ball tracking skills. Don't get me wrong, but right. DK Metcalf is a whole different beast if those two can get on the same page. So I'm thrilled. He's one of my easily top rookies coming in this year. I couldn't be happier. Play action, bomb style offense. Couldn't be better in my opinion.